Hello, this is Akram Jafar, and today I'm going to present a brief description of the anatomy of the biliary passages. The gallbladder is a pear-shaped sac with a capacity of about 50 ml. It has a fundus, a body that passes upwards, and a neck that joins the cystic duct. The gallbladder lies in a fossa on the visceral surface of the right lobe of the liver. The fundus of the gallbladder lies in the right hypochondrium and extends beyond the inferior border of the liver and is in contact thus with the anterior abdominal wall. At this point, this is the point where the tip of the ninth costal cartilage meets the vertical line, which is the midclavicular line, and it is the point of tenderness in cases of gallbladder disease on the anterior abdominal wall, what we call Murphy's sign. Many of the biliary passages that I'm going to talk about are overlaid by the liver, and so I'm going to reduce the emphasis on the liver in this sketch in order to show the underlying biliary passages. The beginning of the cystic duct, where it joins the neck of the bladder, is a common site of gallstone impaction. In this case, an infundibulum or Hartmann's pouch, a small dilatation will form where the neck joins the cystic duct. Bile is produced by the liver and it's going to reach the gallbladder, where it's going to be stored and concentrated. The gallbladder stores and concentrates, unlike the urinary bladder, which only stores. So the bile produced by the liver is going to reach the hilum of the liver. The hilum of the liver is where structures pass in and out of the liver. It reaches the hilum through hepatic duct, left hepatic duct and right hepatic duct. Each one of them comes from a lobe of the liver. They unite to form a common hepatic duct, and the common hepatic duct is going to join the cystic duct to form the common bile duct, CBD, or the bile duct. Variations of the cystic duct and the artery that supplies the gallbladder, called the cystic artery, are common, and surgeons performing cholecystectomy, an operation for removal of the gallbladder, must be aware of these variations. The common bile duct passes behind the duodenum. I'm going to superimpose the duodenum now. You can see that the duodenum is a C-shaped structure. It starts at the gastroduodenal junction. This is the first part, then the second part descending, and then transverse third part, and then the fourth part, which joins the jejunum. The common bile duct passes behind the first part of the duodenum. The pancreas extends from the curve of the duodenum to the left. It has a head, neck, body, and tail. The common bile duct is going to groove the upper part of the posterior aspect of the head of the pancreas. Hence, pancreatic cancer might result in biliary obstruction. Remember that the pancreas is an endocrine and exocrine gland. The endocrine part of the pancreas releases its hormones to the blood, but the exocrine part of the pancreas releases its enzymes through a duct, and this is called the main pancreatic duct of Versong. This duct traverses the length of the pancreas from the tail to the head. Now let's make an opening into the second part of the duodenum, and you can see the continuity now of the common bile duct is going to join the main pancreatic duct to form a dilated area called ampulla. Ampulla means dilatation. So this is called the hepatopancreatic ampulla of Batter. It opens on the middle of the medial aspect of the second part of the duodenum at a small papilla, a projection into the inside of the duodenum. This papilla is surrounded by a smooth muscle sphincter called the sphincter of Oddi, or hepatopancreatic sphincter. The hepatopancreatic sphincter controls the flow of bile and pancreatic juice into the duodenum. Now, this distal end of the ampulla is a common site of gallstone impaction. Bile accumulation causes backflow of bile up into the gallbladder, which will become enlarged. And since the bile cannot reach the small intestine, bile enters the blood and results in obstructive jaundice. Sometimes bile reflux results in the fact that bile is pushed into the main pancreatic duct and results in inflammation of the pancreas. The pancreas has another duct that is occasionally present called the minor pancreatic duct, or duct of Santorini, and as you can see that it is sometimes connected to the main pancreatic duct, and it opens proximal to the major duodenal papilla. Sometimes a catheter is passed through the major duodenal papilla, and this is done under direct vision by passing an endoscope through the mouth, esophagus, stomach, duodenum until it reaches the second part of the duodenum, and then the catheter is pushed through the endoscope retrogradely into the biliary passages, and a radio-opaque material is injected to reveal these passages. This is called endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography because it is done through an endoscope and the catheter is pushed retrogradely and into the biliary passages and the pancreatic passages, so it is cholangiopancreatography.